Good morning. I'm back. It is almost 10 o'clock, which is literally perfect timing for everything that I need to do today. I actually have things to do. This is my week to pack up my room for the summer, which feels so weird and so strange to say. I've already done my skincare, moisturize, and applied my serums for the daytime and all that. So now I'm going to go in with primer. Today I'll be using the Touch in Sol No Pore Bloom Primer. And our makeup look today is going to be inspired by some custom earrings that one of my managers at Ulta made. She has her own shop. Here they are. They're so cute, so beautiful. I love the color. So this is what's inspiring my makeup for today. So it's going to be very golden, a little bit of orange thrown in there somewhere, but it's going to be very simple. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'll tell you what I got to do today. So today I don't know, I think I might have a staff meeting at 11 a.m. It's kind of been happening every Tuesday, so I'll have to tune in for that. And then I might be at school, or I will probably drive to school during that said staff meeting, or I might go to the school right after the staff meeting because I need to get some of the ukuleles that I was borrowing from some of the surrounding schools for the performance that got canceled due to coronavirus. It never happened. I need to return the ukuleles, but she's going to be at her school, and if I go all the way out to her school, I'll be late to what I have to do after. So she lives like really close to my school, so I'm just going to drop them off at her house because her mom is at her house right now, and she has a screen-in porch. So really, I can just gather all the ukuleles, open the screen porch, put them right there, and go. And then her mom will, I guess if she wants to let them sit because of germs and all that, she can. And then after that, I have a car appointment at 1:30 p.m. because there is a recall on my vehicle that needs to be fixed. And I also need an oil change, so I'm doing that today. Um, we're going to mix Cover FX Power Play Foundation. I've been trying to pan this, and I am almost done. Like, yo, there's so little bit in here. So little bit is in here. And we're going to mix that with the Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation. In the Power Play, I have the shade G110, but I really think I would, if I were to repurchase this, which I don't plan to, I would get Neutral 110. And in the Shameless Foundation, I have Deep Y570. So we're going to mix those two. And this one has SPF in it because my moisturizer I use today that I'm trying to pan doesn't have SPF in it. And that's my Clinique ID, y'all. This is like basically almost gone. It doesn't even pump anymore, so I'm having to like knock it out. So I'm just trying to use up things that I have to give myself more space. So I'm just gonna put a dot there. What was I talking about? Oh, I have a car appointment at 1:30. So if the meeting goes from 11 to 12, then I go drive, pack up the ukuleles, take them to her house. That literally will take me less than 20, well, it takes me 15 minutes to drive there, and then that whole process will take me 20 minutes. Then I need to come back because it is Cinco de Mayo, as we all know, and it's Taco Tuesday, and my apartment complex is so kind that they have a Latin food truck coming, and I wanted to get some food from the Latin food truck before I go to my car appointment so that I could eat the food at the car appointment because I normally take lunch with me to my car appointments. And now I'm just going to mix in some of the Marc Jacobs. I'll put a little bit of this as well. It's a squeezy tube. I like both of them are squeezy tubes. Yeah, and I don't know how long this car appointment is going to take. So literally I'm taking, like, I have stuff to take with me, like books to read and things like that. And I put my foundation brush in here, so it's dirty. So that means I have to get a new one. If I can find one quickly. So many brushes. Alright, we're going to use the Juvia's Place foundation brush. I love this brush. It is awesome. So, yeah, I gotta go to the car appointment. While I'm there, I plan to do some devotionals, depending on how long it takes, maybe listen to a sermon. I already caught up on reading my book that I'm reading for my ladies Bible study group. So I don't need to catch up on that. I don't want to get too far ahead because then I won't remember what I read for our next discussion, our next book discussion. So I have that to do. School stuff. I could do some schoolwork. I probably have a few more assignments to grade now because everything's kind of due pretty soon. So kids have been turning in some of their work online that I could grade. So I'm just going to bring a variety of different things. Of course, I don't have enough foundation to do my whole face. I have a variety of different things I can engage in while waiting for my car to get done. I'm just going to add some more around the whole perimeter of my face. This foundation is super lightweight, the Marc Jacobs, which I really enjoy. And I also love that it has SPF in it, and the color is so good for me. And I just chose a color online. So, yeah. And that's it for today, but it's just like everything's kind of back to back to back. And I don't know how my dog is going to react since I've been home with her so much. Like, I've hardly been leaving her. Well, I've been riding the school bus, so. Oh, I'm riding the school bus tomorrow. I have to do that tomorrow. I wasn't planning on it because people snatched up all the times so quickly, so I didn't even have a chance to, like, to say I wanted to volunteer because everybody took all the slots. But one of the ladies, she has an appointment for her daughter that she can't miss and wants to be there for. And so she asked me if I would cover for her. And I said, sure, absolutely. All right, so the Marc Jacobs foundation is more of a light coverage. The Power Play is more of a medium to buildable. And so I forgot the coverages of these. And so I can still see all my imperfections peeking through, and it's a very like skin-like natural finish. I was going for more, I wanted more of like a fuller glam. So we're going to mix in another foundation with these that I'm trying to finish up, and that's my dose of colors. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this. Like, it's having a hard time pumping out because I'm running out of it. And I wear shade 136. I love this foundation. Great shade. It's one that I would repurchase if I needed more foundation, but I have plenty. So I'm just going to add that around the perimeter to add some more coverage to all the dark marks I have, hyperpigmentation. Yo, Winthrop, don't be texting me like that, asking me for money. I don't appreciate that. It's Giving Tuesday. If there's something you want to donate to, donate today. I always thought Giving Tuesday was like the Tuesday after Easter. I don't know. My dates are all sorts of confuzzled. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of, my coffee's cooling off, and I'll start drinking. I haven't even taken a sip yet because it's too hot. I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Long Wear Concealer, Crease Proof, Niacinamide, Infinite Coverage in the shade C16, which is my skin tone. And I'm going to add some to my upper lip for more coverage here because I do have hyperpigmentation on my upper lip area. But it's gotten better. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but my skin has improved so much. Just going to apply a bunch right there in the mustache region. And I also have a dark mark right here that didn't really get covered because I don't really have too much dark marks in the center of my face. They're all on the perimeter. But yeah, everything, it looks more full coverage now. They're like barely peeking through. So I'm just going to use those to conceal my face a little bit. For under the eye concealer, let's use, I'm almost done with this one. This is almost empty. I'm going to use my Smashbox, and I love this, but it's just for the price. It's so small, there's not a lot of product, but I love the formula. The Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless 24-Hour Concealer in the shade Dark Warm Golden. I'm going to take a little bit under each eye. I'm also going to mix in some Pretty Vulgar Concealer in the shade their undercover concealer in the shade 65 Shady Lady. Just a little bit lighter, like barely. I'm just gonna layer that right on top. So I like this one too. And that's gonna be my concealer. Where is that powder? Oh, that's in the wrong spot. Baby, that is not where that is supposed to be. Do you feel me? That's not where it's supposed to go. I hate when I put stuff back on the wrong spot. All right, with the foundation brush, we're going to blend out this concealer around my mouth. And I'm mostly just going to pat it in. Just pat, 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 McGrath. Oh, baby. And then I'm going to pat the concealer in the center of my forehead, well, really in between my brows. So I've been getting a reoccurring pimple in that area like every other week or so. Then I'm just going to go and just pat over some other areas of my face. Cool story, bro. Alright, I forgot I put a lot of my brushes in the wash these brushes bin. So I don't have anything to blend up my concealer. So let me grab a brush for that. I've been really enjoying brushes lately for everything. I know I have a concealer brush. Wait, is that also still in the wash bin? I need to wash brushes, if you can't tell. Those are some decent eyeshadow brushes. I'm gonna throw those in there. Alright, to blend out my under eye concealer, I'm gonna use this MSQ brush. I don't know if it'll work because it's kind of fluffy. Or normally I prefer something a little bit more dense. That's just doing fine. I just like the shape of it, how it's angled. You would normally probably use this for like blush or bronzer. Yeah, that blended out everything fine. And it didn't really take away too much of the coverage. Okay, little MSQ brush. This is like from Amazon or something like that. Like $10 for like a set of 10. You know, really inexpensive. I like the way that this is blending with this brush. And the concealer did have a little bit of time to kind of sit and build coverage a little bit. So weird. I haven't worn makeup in a couple days. So whenever I see my face with a full face, I'm like, wow, I look different. I look so smooth, like a potato. Also taking it over my lids a little bit as well. Oh yeah, that blended really nicely. Just getting all up in the camera. All up in the camera. Ooh, 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 ooh. And then for my under eyes, I normally use two different brushes. One is for my under eyes and the one for my whole face. But I think I'm just going to use the same brush. No, I can't because it's too big. Please hold. This one is too dense, or else that would have worked. That could work for concealer, actually. We'll see. I'll keep that in mind. That could also work for concealer. I need. Alright, we're just gonna go with this brush. This is a precision foundation brush. Interesting. But I'm gonna use it for powder. It's from Luxie. It's a 660 precision foundation brush. It's kind of pinched. It's a little fluffy, but still kind of dense. I feel like that'll be good for getting under the eye and over my lid. And I'm gonna use my Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Blurring Under Eye Powder Dotting. It's really good. I haven't even drank any coffee yet, and this is the level of excitement you're getting. Yeah, this will work perfectly. This powder is super soft, so I'm just gonna go ahead and press it on my under eye area and over my lid. To set everything in place. also gonna use it to set in between my brows. You guys know my lids. I go over my brows with the powder I used to set under my eyes as well. Just so that this whole like little lower portion is all highlighted, because I don't really like to highlight the center of my forehead because I have a very large forehead, so I don't really want to highlight that at all. I'm also going to use it to set my upper lip and around my mouth to like the chin, the corners of my mouth. This powder is so blurring, so smoothing, so soft on the skin, like it just glides, like the brush just glides on your face with this powder. It's so good. So good. I'm very scared for when I run out of it. I'm also going to take, this brush is perfect because it's skinny enough and like pointed enough for me to go down the bridge of my nose as well with it, to kind of highlight that area. Now this powder isn't really super highlight, which is one reason I also really like it, because I don't like too bright of a highlight. I feel like it looks strange in pictures, especially with flash. It just always looks odd on me and just not quite right. So wow, it's more of a blurring powder and I love that effect. Always gonna be blur girl. Blur me down. Thanks, I can't wait to put them on after I finish the base. And before I do my eyes, I'll put the earrings on. All right, let's set the rest of the face. We're gonna use a combination. I'm using a lot of combinations today. A combination of my Maybelline Fit Me powder and the Urban Decay Stay Naked, the Fix powder. In Maybelline Fit Me, I use 360 Mocha. In the Urban Decay, I use 80 Warm Red, even though I'm not really red at all, but that's okay. And basically, I'm just going to go back and forth between the two with a flat top brush from e.l.f., their powder brush. And I just like to swirl and really coat my brush. Then I go in and I tap it onto my face. This makes sure I don't move around any foundation and that I can build up a little bit of coverage with my powders. Like I said, we're going to alternate. So I'm going to do a layer of Maybelline and then a layer of Urban Decay, and then we're going to go back with a final layer of Maybelline. I know that's a lot, but they're light layers. I'm going up the side of the nose, the bottom of the nose, basically everywhere we didn't already put powder. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know how I like to do my foundation, my base. And this is very similar to when you see people slap their face with a puff that they've like massaged powder into. I'm basically doing the same thing, but I'm just doing it with a brush because I feel like I get more control with the brush and it's not as messy. And now my face is so smooth, like an infant, basically. All right, so that was Maybelline powder number one, going in with our second powder, Urban Decay. And this one is a lot softer, so I don't need to like brush nearly as hard inside of it to coat my brush. And I'm gonna go in and tap this one right over the Maybelline. Just to really make sure everything is set in place. When it's humid and rainy outside, I really like to make sure that I'm set very well, because the warmth and the humidity and me being very active today, like having to move instruments and like go back to the car, put them on the porch, go back to the car, put them on the porch, I could sweat, and with the humidity and rain, that could be a very bad mix. So I just like to make sure that I'm like just extra set and secure. I'm also tapping lightly over my edges so that it blends into my hairline. There's no like weird lines of demarcation. What is this blotch on my neck? Y'all see that? Some blotch on my neck. I need to do a peel. I'll make that go away. I feel like my neck, like the tone of my neck has gotten lighter since the skincare I've been using, but I feel like I've been missing this spot right there. You can see that blotch right here. Almost looks like I got hurt. And then lastly, we're gonna go back with Maybelline. I'm also trying to use this up. As you can see, it's almost empty. But I really like this powder. So now I'm just going to go back over with the Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. Yes, it is. And then I'm going to take a little coffee break while I get the other products I need to finish this face. This is me without coffee, y'all. I'm just feeling good. I've been really taking care of myself during this time, as in like my mental health and like my spiritual health. And so I'm in a very good place. I've also been like making sure I stay in contact with people and things like that. So I'm just feeling good. I'm happy. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. All right. So next we're going to do highlighter, bronzer, blush, and I already know what I want to use for all three. They're going to go with the earrings, and after that I'll put the earrings on so you can see, and then we'll do the eyes, eyebrows, lips, and we'll be done. But first, coffee. My skin looks so smooth, y'all. So smooth. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Next, we're going with the Fenty Mocha Mommy Sun Stalker Bronzer. I really love this bronzer. I love the shade. I've been addicted to this. I'm going to use it's my Ray Ray BH Cosmetics number 2 brush. I feel like this is perfect for bronzer. Excuse me. And I'm just going to go in the hollows of my cheek and kind of on the cheekbone. I like to just put the bronzer all over that area. And I don't want to bring it too far in towards the nose, but I do want to have it peak like basically to the edge of my eye. It's the guideline. So that I can kind of see it when I'm facing forward, but just barely. I love the tone of this. It really just like, I don't know, just warms up your face. For me, it doesn't really add too much definition or structure. I just feel like it just makes me look warm and just happy. And a little less flat. And then I'm going to go in and I like to tap it along my forehead. Like so. I'm just going to tap it in. Because this forehead is, she's giant. And I like to just go across the entire forehead and I go pretty low with it. Because we're trying to minimize my forehead. But yeah, just tap it in. Beautiful. And then we'll go on the side of the nose a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool story. We are done with bronzer. For blush, I already know the blush I want to use and I already know the highlighter I want to use. I'm using Spiced Cinnamon Blush from... Is this Spiced Cinnamon? That is not the color I thought it was. Why did I think this was more orange? Never mind. That's not the blush I want. Change of plans. We're going to use this glowy blush from ColourPop in the shade So Retrograde, which is clearly orange. That's more of what I was going for. And I'm just going to apply it like blush slash highlighter. I'm going to use this e.l.f. blush brush. So yeah, I'm just going to apply it overlapping with the bronzer as well, but it's just going to add a little bit of a glow and a sheen that is clearly a golden orange, and it's so pretty. A little bit goes a very long way. So I'm just tapping and building it up. See that? Isn't that pretty? And I feel like mixed with the bronzer, it just looks so beautiful on the cheeks. It's not too much, but it's just really pretty. I'm also going to put some kind of in the brow bone a little bit with this same giant brush. I'm going to get some in the brow bone area as well. Kind of hooking it around like that, like so. I'm going to take some down the bridge of my nose. That's great. Going here again, going slightly above the brow as well. All right, to mesh the two together, just going back to the bronzer brush. I'm just gonna like tap, swirl a little bit with whatever's left over inside the brush just to blend the two together on my nose and on my cheeks. Cool. We're done with the base. So now we can finally put on the earrings. Again, here are the earrings. The shop is called Handmade with Heart on Etsy and on Instagram. You can get custom designs. You can tell her like what color, what shape, and she shows you all the different varieties. So pretty. And they're really good quality. Like these, I don't know what they're made out of, but they just feel good quality. They're not heavy in your ears, but they're solid, you know? They just feel good. They don't feel cheap at all. And they're very smooth. Like if this is wood, I don't know what the material is. It's smooth though, like it's not scratchy. These are so cute and I'm loving them with my hairstyle. Cannot wait to take pictures and send them to her. So since the focus is the earrings, we're doing a very simple eye look. Very, very simple. Let me show you her info on this card. A little bit closer. It doesn't focus. No focus. It's focusing on me. Don't look at me. Look at this. Handmade with Heart, and then the same on Instagram. I know y'all can't be that super tiny. I tried. So for the eyes, we're going to do something orange, but very simple and matte. I want to do something matte. Orangey brown. So I'm thinking perfect. We're going to use Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, but first a quick coffee break. And we're going to go into the shade Jasper. This beautiful orange right there, right there. I'm going to put that all up in my crease using this Sigma Diffused Creased E38 brush. I love the mirror in here. It's so good. Wow, she's super pigmented. That's okay though. We'll make it super pigmented in the outer V and then We'll diffuse it in the crease as the brush suggests. I feel like I need something fluffier than this brush. To really, to do this faster. I really like that though, it's pretty. And I'm blending it up further and further too. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm adding more and going higher up so that the shade peeks through. Same thing on the other eye, going hard in the outer V and then softening it as we go towards the tear duct area. It's so funny that now the earrings almost look to me yellowish with this deeper orange. So we're gonna work this out. Don't worry, I got you. Do I need to place my order ahead of time for lunch? Are they still coming because it's raining? I don't know. These are still questions I need to answer. After the meeting, maybe low-key during the meeting. You know, as teachers and women, we love to multitask. Get things done. I love this orange shade. I just love orange on my skin tone. I think it looks great. Orange on dark skin is just beautiful. Same with yellow. Alright, and then we're going to go into the shade right next to it called Carnelian. I don't know what that means. Is that a real word? Carnelian. And I'm going to take my finger. It's a matte, like canary yellow, a little bit deeper of a yellow. I'm going to take that and press that onto my lid and blend it out with my finger so that it blends into the orange and we get like a wash of that shade on the lid. I'm just tapping into it and then blending it on my eye. Whoa. Why does eye want to be patchy though? The other eye is not patchy. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Maybe. Wow, this is definitely a springy look. Oh yeah, that works much better on this eye. This eye is acting weird compared to this eye. This eye normally acts weird because I got a chemical burn on my lid on this eye. Cool story. Going back into the orange. Just gonna blend around the edges of the yellow. Then I'm gonna take a fluffier brush. And I'm going to take this shade Citrine, which is an even brighter yellow. I'm just going to go over the edges. This is fluffier, so I just feel like it's going to be a lot faster to soften up the orange even more. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do exactly what I wanted to do. Beautiful. And then for the lower lash line, we're going to take this brush. It's like one we use for your lid, but I like to use the tip of it. And I'm going to take a mixture of Jasper, the orange, and the canary yellow. I'm going to go back and forth between them and mix them together. And then apply this to the lower lash line. There's a piece of lint on this brush that I do not want to end up in my eye. So take that off, mixing them together. Cara's in the house, woo woo. So we use 3 shades. I could have just used 2 to complete this look. But it's really pretty. It's really soft, which I really like. And we're going to do one last thing to make this look come together on the eyes. Make sure you blend and connect the outer V to the lower lash line so there's no gap. Beautiful. And last but not least, the shade that I have on my cheeks, I'm going to put in the inner corner. I'm going to use, don't want to use this brush, don't use something small. Let's use something smaller. So we are done with this palette. It's really, really soft and really pretty on the eyes. I like matte looks. I don't do them super often, but I enjoy them. And these are really good quality, so they blend and like layer very well on top of each other. All right, I'm going to take this tiny little brush and our glowy blush highlighter situation, and I'm also going to put some of this into the tear duct of this look. All right, I'm doing good on my time. Yay. And this eye, of course, there we go. I was like, this eye is not cooperating. So I do have a weird gap with no yellow in it on this eye. I'm gonna fix that really quick, and I'm just gonna use the brush I used to apply my colors to my lower lash line. I'm just gonna tap some of that canary yellow shade in that area. I just don't want it to be too bright is the thing, but hopefully it won't be right here. Oh, perfect. Sometimes with the finger it's hard to get shadow in that area. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, now we just need to put brows on, mascara, and lips. Yeah, because I look so strange without doing my brows. Like, it's a little creepy. All right. For my brows, this pencil is like almost gone. I've been using this Soap and Glory pencil. As you can see, it's a little nub now, but I love this for doing my brows. But she's on her way out, you know? She's about to exit stage left. This bronzer, my nose is a little intense. All right, we're gonna do what we can. And I normally do my brows before I do eyeshadow, but you know, sometimes I go out of order. It's okay. As long as I leave the house with brows on, then I'm good, you know? Oh, I'm about to have a super arched brow day again. Good. And make some hair-like strokes. Then I need to sharpen this. It has its own sharpener, but I don't feel like taking that one. Taking the lid apart to do that, so I'm just gonna see if I can sharpen it in my own sharpener, and it didn't work as well as I needed it to. Oh, of course that one comes out super good. There we go. Oh. It's a little too high. That's okay. There are so many sounds happening right now. I'm so glad that y'all can't really hear like the sounds of my neighbors and everything around me, because they're quite loud in my opinion. Alright, so I look crazy, but we're gonna get it all together. I'm gonna use this old dried up mascara. Y'all know I use it like a brow gel. I'm gonna start to blend my natural hairs with the artificial brow strokes that I made. The tail's like non-existent right now. All right. And now I'm gonna do the rest of the brow. And like try and fix a few of the mistakes that I have. Of course, my nose is running yet again. Yeah, they're very arched today, but I don't know, it's kind of a look, it's a vibe. Now my eyebrows come out a little bit more straight, not as arched, but I'm not mad at it. There's just like this one little piece that I'm trying to, there we go, that's better. Disguise, I guess you could say, where I made a hair-like stroke that went up a little bit too high. Now I'm just going in and detailing. Normally I would have more strokes at the beginning, but because my pencil is so short and it's not getting as sharp as I want it to, I'm actually a little bit scared to keep trying to add strokes because I feel like they're going to come out too thick and then it's just going to look terrible. So we're just going to leave them as is. I am going to go in with the thinner side of this mascara though. And see if I can define some of these hairs. There we go. A little bit more that are closer to the front of my brow. Alright, brows are done. That's all I'm going to do with those today. They're decent. For mascara, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Voluminizing Mascara. What? His name is X/EA-12 Musk? What? Sorry, I got an alert about Elon Musk. His son was born and his name, what? Okay. His name is interesting, I'll just say that. I have a little mini of this mascara, and I really like it. So we're gonna go in with this. I'm trying to be careful not to get it on my lid because I have a brighter, you know, yellow shadow on there, and I don't want black to get on it. So sorry if you can't see me applying it. I'll turn to the side so you can see. I'm going to be very careful and layer this up. We're going to do one coat on each eye. I'm going to go to the lips and come back and do another coat of this mascara to get the desired effect that I like, because I don't like wearing false lashes. And we're doing great on time. Perfect. I will be on time to the meeting. Noah June's being such a good girl. She's not barking. She's probably asleep on the couch, honestly. I think she's low-key starting to get tired of me being here all the time, because when I left yesterday, thanks. When I left yesterday, she didn't even get off the couch. Well, she was laying on the middle of the floor, but she didn't even like get up or come to the door or try and like run out. Sometimes she like tries to sneak out with me. Homegirl literally just laid in the middle of the living room on her blanket, like facing away from me. She literally just did this when I left. She just turned her head like this. And I was like, bye, Nona, bye. And she didn't do anything. She just looked at me like this. And I was like, really, dog? Really? Are you tired of me? You must be tired of me. She didn't even really respond. I was like, wow. She's like, finally, I can get some Nola June time alone to myself. So funny. But actually, she needs to go to the vet. This week is like, I got stuff to do this week. Like, adult responsibilities. Car stuff today. Volunteering. Handing out food tomorrow. And then Thursday, Nola needs to go to the vet. And Friday, nothing. I don't think there's anything on Friday. I have to look at my planner. Alright, I need to let these lashes chill, and then I'll go on with one final coat. But the first coat is not bad, but it's not where I want them to be. Let's wipe off my nose ring. There we go. And a lip ring. For lips, I already know what I want to do. I've been so into gloss, so we're going to do a kind of orangey gloss, but I'm going to do lip liner with it, or pair a lip liner with it. So I'm going to go in with, this one's really dark. Let's do, that one's also, I want a little bit of a lighter brown lip liner. Let's just use, what is this one called? Is this brown? I just want the one that's brown. We're going to use, this one's also pretty dark, but it's a little bit lighter than the other ones. Espresso from NYX. Just a brown lip liner. Yeah, that's good. It's not too dark. That is like a shade darker than my skin tone. Not too dark. What's funny is I'm gonna have to brush my teeth again anyway, because I always brush my teeth after I finish drinking my coffee, and I'm not done with the coffee yet. I'm like halfway. Mm-hmm. Okay, 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 okay. I love where this look turned out. I'm so pleased with it. Very excited to take pictures for Hannah. And then the gloss I'm gonna wear today is from Fenty. It's from the holiday set. You guessed it, it's the orange one. This one, which is called Cheeky, one of her gloss bombs. It gives like a slight orange tint, and I really like it. I like the formula, it feels great. That's pretty. Oh, I wish you could see it in person. It looks so much better. Yeah, I really like this one. It looks way better in person, the effect with the lip liner. And it has like the slightest orange hint. It's really pretty, but it's not like overpowering. I want to put more because why not? Ooh, it's so pretty. It makes me want to drink my coffee with a straw now because I don't want to mess my lips up. So pretty. We're gonna do another coat of mascara, and that concludes this look. And it's really cute. I think it's cute. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone with the all matte eye, but it came out well. Just going with a little bit more mascara on my lashes to really give them some, whatever that means, you know? I do like this mascara a lot though. Because it doesn't get clumpy. I don't know how. It's not getting clumpy even though I put on quite a bit. And it's very dark, which I enjoy. It's very black, like me. Whenever I say that, some people get very uncomfortable, but I'm like, I am black. Or like, I said that once, like a kid was like, "You're racist," and I was like, "For calling myself a black woman black?" Okay, you definitely don't know the definition of that word. That's above my pay grade. I teach music. All right, that's better. I'm finally satisfied with the amount of mascara that is on my lashes. I'm gonna show you guys this look in natural light. Remember, it's very dark and gloomy outside. It's like rainy and stuff, so it's not gonna be the same as if it were sunny. I'm telling you, that Pat McGrath powder makes you so smooth. The tone of the Fenty bronzer is just so pretty. That ColourPop blush highlighter thing is really pretty as well. And I mean, that mascara is bomb because these are my real natural lashes, as y'all know. I grew these myself. But yeah, I really love the way that this turned out. And I just need to figure out a shirt to wear with it. And I need to get going because my meeting is starting at 11 if we're having a meeting today. I'm not sure yet. Haven't checked my email yet for work. But yeah, I really love the way this look turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it, seeing how I do my hair, learning about my hair, the texture, the porosity, all that kind of stuff, the density, all that. I'll let you guys say hi to Nola, even though she's being a grumpy cat. Are you a grumpy cat? Are you grumpy? Yeah, she's being grumpy again today. So yeah, y'all stay safe. Make good choices. Wash your hands. Still practice social distancing. Respect others. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.